Alright, welcome everybody to the first in a series for the Flight Simulator 2020. We're going to be doing the bush trips, and we're going to start off with the Los Cerros to Cochrane in the Cub Crafter X Cub. So I've already got the screen loaded up here. Just a matter of departing. Departing. So let's go ahead and get that done. Okay. Let's get started. Now, I chose this one because it looked like it was going to be like the most challenging, like a really good challenge, at least for me, because I'm not familiar with anything in South America, really, for the most part. And so, the trip should be a pretty good one. And this will just be the first in a series, obviously. We're going to complete the whole track here. So it should be pretty cool. And, yeah, pretty excited to do this. Looks like the winds are 060 at 13 knots. I'm not sure if that's actually that way. Alright, and say ready to fly, and bring up the navlog. So let's bring that one in. Don't really need the VFR map to have that in front of us, so let's go ahead and review. Looks like we're going to be going a heading of 150, so right off the bat, let's go ahead and get that put in. Heading is on the inside. Let's go ahead and see. 0 on the heading. Looks like our GPS is already set to that. I kind of don't really want that GPS thing on there because I want to kind of go without any of that. I really want to go off of what these directions say. Welcome to South America. You're about to tour some of the most remote parts of Patagonia. Once in the air, follow the heading southeast over the hills, passing the lake to the east, to the north shore of the vast lake in the distance, Lago Fagnano. Right. Well, we got that set. I'm not sure what we're going to need as far as altitude, but release the parking brake. Just look up a little bit here so I can see past the nose. And throttle up nice and slow here. Thought I hit the parking brake, apparently I did not. Right rudder. Moves forward. Whoop, she's squirrely. Let's get this guy off the ground. Definitely getting pushed over. Absolutely horrendous frame rate right there for some reason. Probably since I haven't flown this, it just hasn't loaded anything in yet. Be my guess. Let's bring that down to about 7 degrees here. Unfortunately, I have not gotten the honeycomb yoke yet, so my old Cytec is gonna just have to do. Okay, we're off, so let's go ahead and get it on the 150 heading here. Boy, this thing just climbs like a rocket, doesn't it? How do I... that thing, okay. does have prop-in mixture, I believe. Yes. Yes, it does. Good deal. Pull that back so we get. Let's go back and remind ourselves. Once in the air, follow the heading southeast over the hills, passing the lake to the east. Okay, so... Okay, there's going to be a lake on the east. Is that the lake that we're over the top of right now? Like it is. Passing the lake to the east, okay. So we're basically going to pass this lake. I did forget to set the timer. Set an altitude here. Over east. 3,500. Are we gonna freeze? Froze there for a second? Not sure why. Okay, heading. Heading is on. P. And what to do? Yes. Bumpy bump. We got that all set. Let's start looking out the window here. Passing the lake east to the north shore of the vast lake in the distance. Lake Patagonia. Okay. That looks like this thing. That is a pretty large lake. Okay. To the north shore of the lake. Distance. Okay, so this is going to be the north shore of the lake. Then we're going to turn to a heading of 102, and we'll start the timer. Is there actually a timer on here? Oh, there is actually a timer. It's right there. I see that it says timer. To the shore yet. Get to that first before we actually start making that turn. RPM. Probably pull that back a little bit more still. It's probably good. It's 100 knots. Oh, look at those shorts. Those are beautiful. Goodness. They really did a fantastic job on the graphics side of this. Just unbelievable. Okay, it looks like that's where we need to go. So let's go ahead and start on our next heading, which is 102. So go ahead and start that turn. Okay. Let's see, I don't see. Okay, so that one now, we can start our timer. 2 minutes, and so we'll just say 2 minutes roughly before we make our next piece. Small lake. Turn and fly to the east, over and along the shoreline. You'll pass a small lake on the shoreline, surrounded by a dense canopy of trees. Continue past and keep heading east. Alrighty. Seems simple enough. That over here. See, I'd like to be able to start that timer, or if the timer's on. Go here. Where is it? Okay, 30 more seconds to go. I think that's our little lake that they're talking about. There. Followed by a big area of trees. Pretty good. Anyway, what do you guys think? You think that's the lake? I think it is. Little lake off the shore. That'd be cool to just land close to that. Probably put it down on this little patch right there. This aircraft. This little cub crafter. It's definitely a STOL airplane. Okay, let's see what our navlog says what we need to do. Okay, let's go ahead and reset. Continue past and keep heading east. So now we're going to head to the heading of 077. So let's go ahead and get our way that direction. Actually going to turn it 070 here. Actually, to keep us pointing along the edge of the thing here. Okay, and small lake's done. Lago Negra, so the Black Lagoon. Eventually, you will find a lagoon right on the shoreline, and ahead of it, a lake again right on the shoreline. Okay, so we'll see that, and that's going to be in 5 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll say 5 minutes and 30 seconds since I was asleep at the wheel on the timer again. Let's minimize that. Maybe I can figure out how to get this timer to actually work. Like the page. Procedure. Yeah, that would be like somewhere here. But it's not. Why would you include it, Microsoft, without that? I still have my flaps. Flap one there. Not your flaps. That's going to make the difference in the airspeed for sure. And the trim. So how did we get to altitude 6? Let's fix that. No idea what the barrow is. Okay, 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Eventually you will find a lake right on the shoreline, and ahead of it, a lake, again, right on the shoreline. So the next part that we're going to be looking for is Fagnano Airport, Tahoe Lago Fagnano Airport. Entering the town of Tahoe. On the eastern outskirts of the town, you should see a runway. This is your first stop. Bit of bumpy. Probably get some of the air off of these hills here. Slope. Okay, about 30 seconds to go here. I think I actually see the runway directly in front of us here. That's not it. I do see the airport right over here. Okay. the lake and the glue. You'll be entering the town of Toll, eastern outskirts of the town. You should see a runway. This is your first stop. Let's go ahead and close that. Well, go ahead and go prop full and bring the throttle down to about 1700 RPM or so, maybe. That's the airport. Beautiful. Slow down. Put that first notch of the flaps in. No, we're not getting great frame rates here on my 1060. It's not doing too bad. It could be doing better. I won't lie. In the wintertime, this would probably be pretty snowy. Since this is so far south, I mean, this is practically, you know, at the tip of South America, so this is probably a pretty... Use the throttle there some more, give us a little bit more. Controls are so darn like sticky. Need to lube all these things. Right kind of grease though to lube them properly. Just a bunch of flaps. Point of attack. It's not doing great. Okay. And there we go. Leg completed. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and join me next time for the second leg of the trip on this Bush Trip series with Flight Simulator 2020. Thanks, and make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that bell to get notified for the next one. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.